And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
These two. Attack!
Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And they want to get him going early in this one because, remember, he struggled throwing the football last week, and he's firing away to start this one. But that one was incomplete.
Second and 10.
Yellow.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes. Pass to the right. There's Jones. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. The Chiefs at 6-4 now on the year. And they come in losers at 2 straight, so try to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you talk about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You talk about this giant defense. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the number 1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 57.
Now here's Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Hey, Ribblins.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
Right here.
Now Tua. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The slot man in motion right. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop him. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Tua. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Returnable here from the 38. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
At the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, they've certainly not shied away from throwing the football as they've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
First and goal at the 1. In motion right, here comes Johnson. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Giants' 4-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal, pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th. Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone.
Yellow. Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. Yellow.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. And
that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Giants. Wan'Dale Robinson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the
well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for KC. 44 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
At the 34-yard line.
15.
In motion, Slayton. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
They'll look to throw here. Man open, here is Jones. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Velus Jones, 34 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. With no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Tracy going to get it on first down. And he stopped immediately there. Isaiah Rodgers up to make the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy.
Yeah, things were pretty... Here in the middle of the line, a lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a second down and 9. They'll go again with Tracy. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Hey, come on, two. Come on, two. Come on.
From the gun, it's Tua. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Yeah. Solo left Zion.
Tracy trying the right side.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Robinson, the motion man right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
Wan'Dale Robinson.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants have taken the lead.
Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Looking to throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
21G.
They'll hand it to Tracy.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
32 Stinger. 20 TX.
Right back to Tracy. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
10 yards, good for a Giant first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Slot man moves right. Looking to pass. Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Tua sets up to pass it.
Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. In motion left, Robinson. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
20 TX.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Attack, attack! Yellow!
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's got a man complete.
Down the sideline he goes.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try.
The Chiefs will set up for the two-point conversion.
That's caught at the one. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a one-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
And he's got some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Tua going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Travis Kelce, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Giants will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Gano for the extra point. It's good, and it's now 21-15. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
15.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. The slot man in motion right. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ice jab, turbo one hard. Hard. Turbo one hard. Solo left Zion. Hey, long.
On to give, it's Tracy. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. In motion right, that's Hyatt.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
That's complete to Jalen Hyatt.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Get set.
Running left is Tracy, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8.
Hey, that's it. Turbo three, kick.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. His throw incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down.
Solo left Zion.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now Tua.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
In motion right, that's Hyatt.
Tua now, 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. A gigantic sack on 3rd and goal. A loss of 12. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Yellow.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Mahomes now to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
A third quarter action from Kansas City. Second down and 10.
Hello. Easy. 43. Hey, Ripley.
Now Mahomes. Flushed out right.
Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
That's complete. It's Neighbors.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 3.
A give up the middle to Singletary. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Singletary again.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line.
A handoff on the option to Singletary.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 4.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he'll go down at the 28. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This has been a tremendous drive to this point, and this is all you want, playing with a lead in the 4th quarter. If you can keep the ball on the ground, keep the sticks moving, you're going to be in good shape to finish this one off.
They'll run a draw now with Singletary. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Tua. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Tua. Touchdown! Wan'Dale Robinson, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Gano now to add the extra point. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Xavier Worthy, 74 yards. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Quickly into the hands of Neighbors off the RPO. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. On the give, this is Singletary. The 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Devin Singletary His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Xavier Worthy with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Giants. And that ought to just about do it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
3rd and 8.
Ready.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big fella go.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could, man. Point, baby. Do what I should, man. Point, point five.